Hey everybody! Today we're going to be reading chapter 9 of Samuel. And after I get done reading scripture, I'm going to explain what I think about it, how I feel about it. And I'm not an expert in scripture, so please do not lean on my understanding, but trust in the Lord for understanding and for guidance. And if I mispronounce any names, places, people, words, anything like that, I do apologize. And I'm reading from my Bible. It's the New Living Translation for those who want to follow along. And without further ado, let's get started. There was a wealthy, influential man named Kish from the tribe of Benjamin. He was the son of Abiel, son of Zeror, of Zeror, son of Betkorath, son of Aphiah, of the tribe of Benjamin. His son Saul was the most handsome man in Israel, head and shoulders taller than anyone else in the land. One day Kish's donkeys strayed away, and he told Saul, "Take a servant with you and go look for the donkeys." So Saul took one of the servants and traveled through the hill country of Ephraim, the land of Shalisha, the Shalman area, and the entire land of Benjamin, but they couldn't find the donkeys anywhere. Finally, they entered the region of Ziph, and Saul said to his servant, "Let's go home. By now my father will be more worried about us than about the donkeys." But the servant said, "I've just thought of something. There is a man of God who lives here in this town. He is held in high honor by all the people because everything he says comes true. Let's go find him. Perhaps he can tell us which way to go." "But we don't have anything to offer him," Saul replied. "Even our food is gone, and we don't have a thing to give him." "Well," the servant said, "I have one small silver piece. We can at least offer it to the man of God and see what happens." In those days, if people wanted a message from God, they would say, "Let's go and ask the seer," for prophets used to be called seers. "All right," Saul agreed. "Let's try it." So they started into the town where the man of God lived. As they were climbing the hill to the town, they met some young women coming out to draw water. So Saul and his servant asked, "Is the seer here today?" "Yes," they replied. "Stay right on this road. He is at the town gates. He has just arrived to take part in a public sacrifice up at the place of worship. Hurry and catch him before he goes up there to eat. The guests won't begin eating until he arrives to bless the food." So they entered the town, and as they passed through the gates, Samuel was coming out towards them to go up to the place of worship. Now the Lord had told Samuel the previous day, "About this time tomorrow I will send you a man from the land of Benjamin. Anoint him to be the leader of my people, Israel. He will rescue them from the Philistines, for I have looked down on my people in mercy and have heard their cry." When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said, "That's the man I told you about. He will rule my people." Just then Saul approached Samuel at the gateway and asked, "Can you please tell me where the seer's house is?" "I am the seer," Samuel replied. Go up to the place of worship ahead of me. When we eat there together, we will eat there together, and in the morning I'll tell you what you want to know and send you on your way. And don't worry about those donkeys that were lost 3 days ago, for they have been found. And I am here to tell you that you and your family are the focus of all Israel's hopes. Saul replied, but I'm only from the tribe of Benjamin, the smallest tribe in Israel, and my family is the least important of all the families of that tribe. Why are you talking like this to me? Then Samuel brought Saul and his servants into the hall and placed them at the head of the table, honoring them above the 30 special guests. Samuel then instructed the cook to bring Saul the finest cut of meat, the piece that had been set aside for the guest of honor. So the cook brought in the meat and placed it before Saul. Go ahead and eat it, Samuel said. I was saving it for you even before I invited these others. So Saul ate with Samuel that day. When they came down from the place of worship and returned to town, Samuel took Saul up to the roof of the house and prepared a bed for him there. At daybreak the next morning, Samuel called to Saul, get up, it's time you were on your way. So Saul got ready, and he and Samuel left the house together. When they reached the edge of the town, Samuel told Saul to send his servant on ahead. After the servant was gone, Samuel said, Stay here, for I have received a special message for you from God. Thus ends the reading of chapter 9 of 1 Samuel. So I like this story a lot because obviously, it's like the Lord was speaking to Samuel, who was, the judge of Israel, who was also, a seer, prophet and stuff. Of course he was. And the Lord speaks to him and literally tells him, about Saul and all of that stuff before Saul even, showed up the next day. So it's like prophets are like so cool. Their job is hard, of course it is, but prophets are like so cool. Like if you meet a prophet and if they got a word for you from the Lord, it's so amazing because literally, I don't know about y'all, but I have met 2 prophets before in my life, and both of them, gave me a word, from the Lord. The Lord spoke to me through them, and they told me, some things, like promises and stuff that he had for me and everything, and even gave me instructions on things that I should do, right? So when I was speaking to them, not when I was speaking to them, the first prophet I just literally just listened to, but it's like I felt it in my spirit that it was the Lord talking to me through this prophet, and I just paid attention to every single last word that was coming out of her mouth and stuff. The first one was a female prophet, by the way, and the second one was a male prophet. I just listened to what the female prophet had to say. I didn't really have, anything really to say. The only time that I talked was when she asked me a question, and I had to answer, because, basically the Lord asked me a question, and I had to answer, So that's it. And then after she got done speaking, of course, I took notes on my phone of what, was said, and I double checked with her in order to make sure that was everything that was covered. Because, when the Lord tell you some stuff, especially a bunch of stuff, you gotta make sure you got it down so that way you can obey him, or at least that's how I feel. Then the second time I got spoken to a prophet, it was a male prophet, And this time it was more like a conversation. Because he would ask me a question and I answer. And then I give an explanation, you know, for my answer, or give more details or whatever for my answer. And then he'll, you know, say some stuff after that. You know, maybe it'll be like a confirmation of what I just said, you know, deeming that to be true, or, you know, some words of encouragement or some instruction, or whatever, you know, it was. But yeah, that one was more like a conversation. And like I felt it in my spirit again that I was talking to God through this prophet. And this time, like the second time around, it was a little stronger, in all honesty. Or maybe I was more aware of the feeling this time around. But yeah, it was like super cool. It's super cool speaking to a prophet, because you already know. It's like you know that the Lord is speaking to you through them. You know? Like with the male prophet, I would share something that I felt like was I would share something with him that I was like doubtful about or concerned about or whatever, and he just put all of my, you know, doubts and concerns and stuff like that to rest by simply confirming with me that, you know, by simply giving me confirmation from the Lord, like giving me an answer from the Lord, like because God was speaking to me through him. Like sometimes I wish the Lord would speak to me like that, you know? I don't know. It also got me thinking about the time where, you know, the Lord told, where I got into that car accident. You know, it was the other person's fault. You know, they had hit me. You know, and the Lord told me, I think more than 3 times. No, or it was probably just 3 times, but it was a clear, audible voice. I knew it was the Lord. He told me to call the police. I didn't do it because I don't know. It was a woman, you know, that hit me, and she had her young son or whatever with her, and she seemed like she was in a hurry or whatever, and I just I don't know, I guess compassion on her or whatever, you know, I didn't call the police because I didn't want her to get in trouble or whatever. So and I was, you know, I guess trusting her to, you know, do the right thing and everything. So yeah, I didn't call the police. I do regret that, but you know, ain't nothing I could do about it, you know. But just, you know, make sure that I be obedient to the Lord in the future, because can't do that again. Can't do that again. But yeah, I really regret the fact that I didn't listen to the Lord. Like, that's the whole thing that I regret. Like, in all honesty, I regret the fact that I didn't listen to the Lord when he clearly told me to do something, you know. So but this whole prophet thing, I think prophets are really cool. It's so cool that they get to hear from the Lord like that, you know, that they give messages and stuff like that to people. It's cool that they seek out the Lord and the Lord literally talks to them and tells them what to do. Like, that is so cool. So cool. But, you know, it is what it is. We all got our gifts and everything, you know, that the Lord bless us with, and we all have to use them. And I feel like each gift is a way in which the Lord communicates with us, you know, and works through us and stuff. So some of us are going to be prophets, or, you know, aka seers. Some of us, we're going to be able to interpret dreams. Some of us going to be, priests, evangelists or whatever. You know. But I think it's really cool that the Lord was talking to Samuel, gave him all the instructions and all that the previous day, but before Saul even showed up the next day. So that's really cool. And then I love how, Samuel gave Saul instructions on what to do based off what the Lord told him. It's like Samuel walked up and basically just put Saul's worries and everything to rest about them donkeys, because Samuel told Saul, shoot, don't worry about them donkeys, they've been found, it's all right. Like that's so cool. Sometimes I wish the Lord would do that. Like you be worried about something and some random person or whatever just walk up to you and be like, actually, I don't know why I said some random person. How about like the Lord's audible voice just telling you it's gonna be all right, like I already took care of that or something. It's gotta be in the same way Samuel just said it to Saul though. Cause like Saul ain't told Samuel nothing about the donkeys and everything, but Samuel already knew, cause he a prophet, he a seer. Like that's super cool. Already knew. Like that's the amazing thing about prophets, man. They already be knowing your business. You could literally just that was the amazing thing that happened with the second prophet that I talked to, the male prophet. Like they literally, like he literally already knew my business. First of all, it was a conversation, which is great, because whatever I talked about, whatever concerns I had, as soon as I start to go into a little bit of detail, it's like he knew. Like he just knew already. And then gave me advice or whatever and told me what to do or whatever based off of that. Like it was so cool. It was so cool. All my worries just gone. Like, and it's like after that conversation and everything, like I tried my best not to ask this man no more questions. Like I tried my best not to be running to him and everything, because I knew he was a prophet. Like I know that that's one of the things that make their job difficult, is the fact that once somebody knows that you a prophet and everything, and know that you talk to God and stuff, and God talk to you and everything, like they're literally gonna seek you out if they want any answers, anything from the Lord. But it's like literally you can train yourself in order to hear the Lord's voice, to discern the Lord's voice, and to obey him and everything. Like you don't need a prophet in order to hear from the Lord. You can hear from the Lord anytime. He talks to us all the time. And that's the reason why I'm okay with not, having a prophet as a friend or whatever. That's why I'm comfortable with not asking prophets questions and stuff and bothering them, because, I want to be able to listen to the Lord myself, and I want to be able to, like obey the Lord and stuff myself. Like I want to be able to understand, when the Lord is speaking to me, discern whenever the Lord is speaking to me. Like I want to do that for myself. I don't want to have to rely on no prophet or anything in order to get answers from God. I want to be able to get answers from him myself. Plus I think that it's super unique and amazing and everything that the Lord speaks to us in different ways. Like he knows his children, and he'll speak to us in a way that's unique to us, and that he knows that's gonna get our attention. So I just think prophets are super cool. I like Samuel. He be obedient and doing whatever the Lord say and everything, and I'm just loving it. And Saul right now, he went away in order to find some donkeys, and lo and behold, like he don't know. He don't even know what's finna happen. Like, basically, Saul over here thinking that he unworthy and all that stuff. That he not worthy to sit at the head of the table. He not worthy, to be, like he don't feel like he's special. Like Saul's situation right now, like, honestly, it reminds me of me. Like, whenever the Lord, blesses me or finally gives me something that I've been seeking, or waiting for a long time, I'd be shocked, in all honesty, because I'd be like, I didn't think that I was ever gonna get it. I was okay with just fantasizing about having it, because I had already, accepted the fact, that my life is the way that it is, and that I feel like it just ain't gonna get better. I'm just gonna have to suffer and deal with certain people, and live this life. And, and the only way that I'm gonna be able to escape or be free is in my dreams, but the Lord over here showing me that no, you deserve to, live a life, free from toxicity, and free from, dysfunctionality, and free from these, generational curses and stuff. And, you deserve to live a life, that has all of the things that you want and more. Like, you deserve, what you fantasize about. You deserve to live your dream. Like, you deserve to have your dream be a reality, and you get to live it in real life. Like, you are special. You're not, like, you're not less than or anything. So I just had to share that, because right now, like, Saul is reminding me of me. Like, he don't even know that he finna get such a blessing. He don't even know. Like, in all honesty, I gotta tell y'all about somebody. I never thought, deep down, I always, okay, wait, first, I often fantasize about, like, being in a relationship and everything, because, deep down, I wanted love. I wanted love. I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be, genuine and everything. No ulterior motives or anything like that. I genuinely wanted love. I wanted someone to love me, for who I was and everything, the real me. And I wanted us to be, equally yoked and stuff. So, but I thought that I would only get that in my dreams, that I would never find that or get that in real life, because I've been stuck in the land of my birth, for all my life. I rarely, ever travel. I don't have the money or the means or anything to do that. I just thought that I was always just gonna be in this situation, just always stuck here and having to be at the mercy of, toxic, dysfunctional people, but the Lord, when I gave my life over to Christ and everything, he changed all of that. And, the Lord, last year, finally introduced me to a man. Like, I was waiting on the Lord anyway, because in the Bible it says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And I was determined to wait, on the Lord's timing when it come down to that. I wasn't going to date anyone or anything like that. I was going to wait on the Lord, because I felt like the Lord would introduce me to the man I'm meant to be with, when it was time, when we were both ready. And that's exactly what he did. He introduced me to him. And we've been getting to know each other and stuff, and it's been great. Like, he literally, like, he a Christian man, so he God-fearing and everything. You know, he go to church every Sunday just like I do. You know, take communion, read his Bible. You know, he preaches and stuff. You know, just wonderful. We fast, you know, together and stuff every week. Like, it's amazing. Like, we agree on everything, because, you know, our faith and everything, you know, what the Bible says, that's literally our beliefs, our values and stuff. Like, we agree on everything. Like, we're equally yoked as well. Like, in that regard and in other aspects. Like, he has a car, I have a car. You know, he has his master's degree. You know, I'm finna get mine. You know, because I graduate in December. You know, like he has his own place and everything. And soon, when I graduate and when I get that job in my career, I'm gonna have my own place. Like, we're equally yoked. Like, it's amazing. It truly is. We don't disagree on anything. We really don't. We want the same amount of children. You know, we want the wedding to be, you know, the same way and all. Like we've had all that conversation and stuff. Like, we both want to travel. Like one of the amazing things is that literally his calling is the same as mine. You know, and what we want to do is the same. Like, we both want to travel. Our interests are the same. Like we both love castles and palaces and stuff. Like, do you know how happy that makes me? Like y'all don't understand. Like growing up, that's all I love doing. Like, I loved castles and palaces and stuff. I still do. You know, if it's a TV show about a royal family or whatever, shoot, I'm probably finna watch it, because not only do I love the dresses and the jewelry and stuff like that, you know, because the outfits, the outfits be amazing, you know. Sometimes all a girl want to do is just dress up like a princess, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the outfits be amazing. The castles and palaces and mansions and all that stuff be amazing, you know. And then I love to see them live their royal life, you know, get a glimpse into how royal life would be, you know. But also, I get to see how it's not all sunshines and rainbows and just living a cushy life, you know, luxurious life for these royals. That's literally a job. You got to help govern a dang country and help make the whole country better. You know, you got to start a program and be successful and all the rest of this other stuff. You know, and it's rules that you have to follow all the time. You know, it's a lot to rule a country. It's a lot. It's a job. It's just like a president, you know? Like, it's a lot. So, you know, they have all of the staff that cook their meals and all that stuff, because in all honesty, they don't have time to do that and to, you know, and to govern the country. You know, they got too much paperwork that they got to read through and sign, too many meetings and addresses and stuff that they have to do. They got too much that they got to do in order to, you know, in order to run the country. So, you know, it's like, yeah, they have all those luxuries, but they literally need it because they working 24/7 almost. Like, they work 12-hour shifts probably. I don't know how long they work, but it's a lot. But it's amazing, though, that this man that the Lord introduced me to, that literally he loves castles and palaces just like I do. And he want to travel and go to the same places that I want to. We both want to travel the world and just preach the gospel about Jesus. And it's amazing. Like, I never thought that being equally yoked with someone would feel so perfect. Like, and it's like he loves me. He loves me. Like, genuinely. Like we both committed to each other. It's a done deal and a wrap, pretty much. We both committed to each other. We ain't going nowhere, you know. And it's so cool to talk to him and to just go through life together. Right now, life been lifing for the both of us. You know, we've been busy. I've been busy with school. He been busy with work and stuff, and yeah, we both we've been falling asleep on each other lately. It's just been it's been a time for the both of us. But, you know, we do talk to each other every day still. You know, we do support each other, encourage each other and stuff. Can't wait to see him again, you know, sometime soon. But, you know, hey, when life get busy, you know, it's just how it is sometimes. But I just, like, Saul got me thinking about myself. Like I always dreamed of having love, of having a relationship. I never thought I'd have it, but it was in the Lord's plan for me. And I finally got the man that I wanted. Finally got the man that I deserve. And what's amazing is that, like, he exceeds all of my expectations. Like, all of my fantasies and everything, he exceeds that. He's so much better. Like no one could have found a more perfect person for me than the Lord. Like, I literally feel like when the Lord was creating us, when he made us, he literally made me from this man's rib. I legit feel that way because of how equally yoked we are. It's crazy. I feel like we were perfectly made for each other. But it's like when we met, I wasn't even expecting it. And that's probably how Saul feel right now. He not expecting to become the king of Israel. He ain't expecting that. He just hungry right now because he been traveling around looking for these donkeys. He wasn't expecting that. Me, what's crazy is that when I finally accepted the fact that I need to get out the house, because I'm over here looking like, you know, I can't stay in the house all my life. Like, how is my man gonna find me? How is my godly man gonna find me if I'm in the house? Like, God not gonna deliver him to my doorstep. I mean, he could, but y'all know what I'm saying. You know, like I gotta give the Lord something to work with, you know. So I gotta be willing to go outside. Plus, I was like, you know, you want to travel and stuff anyway. You can't be in the house. So, you know, I started going outside, hanging out with friends and stuff like that. You know, like-minded people and everything. And that's how I met him. The Lord orchestrated that meeting. Like, the Lord met me where I was at. I gave him something to work with. And now look at us. Just as happy. But yeah, Saul got me thinking about my life, all the times the Lord then surprised me and did something for me that I never thought I'd have it. I mean, I pray about it. I ask the Lord for things, but I always say, let your will be done and not mine, because truly I don't know his plan. So literally I'm just asking, and I'm just, you know, leaving it up to the Lord, but being prepared for the fact that if I don't get it, well, it just wasn't in his plan, you know. But of course, if the Lord end up doing it and everything, I'm gonna be shocked. And lately, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, the Lord has been doing things, and I've been feeling pretty good, because I feel like me and the Lord has truly been on the same page about a lot of stuff lately. The hard part is waiting, though, in all honesty. Like, I might ask him for something or have an idea about something or whatever, and the hard part is waiting. The hard part is always waiting. Because, like, you don't know. You don't know if the Lord gonna give it to you or not, especially if you feel like it's something that you really need, So, yep, and Samuel just got me thinking about prophets, and like I always wanted to speak to a prophet. I always wanted to have a prophet speak to me, to meet one. I wonder whether or not they still even, existed, like whether or not, the Lord still had prophets out there, And lo and behold, I meet two. Not at the same time, of course. Different times, different, important moments and stuff in my life. But I met two. It's just like I always wanted to get baptized, fully submerged baptism, and the Lord set that up and had me do it with my friends. I was not expecting it that day. It's amazing. All of these times where the Lord has did something for me, he fulfilled one of my dreams, one of the things that I always wanted to do that I even forgot about. Like, when he did it, I was shocked, because I'm over here looking like I was not expecting that. Like, he just full of surprises. Like, that's why I feel like Saul finna become king of Israel. He don't even know. Like, I'm happy for him. Like, I just love how the Lord just show up. He show up when I least expect it, and he always surprised me by doing something for me that I never thought I'd be able to do. I'm telling y'all, I never thought that I'd be able to do a lot of things. I did not think that my life was gonna be like this. I really didn't. I really didn't. Like, I thank the Lord so much that he saved my life, and I just like, the Lord saved my life for real, and he always doing such amazing things for me. Like, he's so great. Like, literally, I have no idea where I'd be without him. Like, I love this chapter so much. Like, it just got me thinking about my life and what all the Lord has done for me. And like, and it's like, I'm not even like telling y'all what all is going on with me right now, like, in my life and stuff, but like, I've been praying to the Lord. I'm not gonna say more than usual, because in all honesty, I pray to him a lot. Like, like, I have a conversation with him just like this, in all honesty. But like, I got things going on. I've been praying to him a lot about, some specific things, that I need help with, or, just expressing my thoughts on things, and how I'm tired of dealing with certain stuff, and how I need help with certain stuff, and how I'm waiting on him, I'm relying on him, depending on him to help me out. And I know he gonna come through. It's like, I'm thinking about all of the ways in which he's blessed me and everything. Like I know he gonna come through. The waiting be killing me, but The waiting be killing me. But I know he gonna come through. I know he is. I know he is. Like, the Lord will provide. He know what I stand in need of, and he will provide. So I ain't got anything to worry about. I'm trying not to worry. I'm trying not to stress or anything like that, because I know that I got the Lord on my side. It's just like with school, with college. Like, I be stressed out. I'm stressed out about that. Been having a lack of energy lately because all of this homework, all of this stuff that I've been having to do. It's just a lot, and trying to manage that, my schoolwork and everything, with the work that I gotta do for the Lord, and with the family obligations or things that be popping up. Like, it's too much. It's a lot. And I have to remember that the Lord, that if I come to the Lord because I'm weary, and burdened and stuff, I know he'll give me rest. So, and yeah, just stuff. But thank y'all so much for listening, though. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Like, I don't normally shed tears on camera and stuff, but the tears was happy tears, in all honesty, because the Lord is always doing something for me. Like he shows his love through his actions, and I'm trying to make sure that I show love to him and everything through my actions. So, and the reason why I don't always look directly at the camera, obviously, is because when I'm looking out at nature and everything, I feel like I'm not only talking to you guys, but I'm also talking to him. And it does help me to think and get my thoughts together, So yeah. But thank y'all so much. I love y'all. I really do love y'all. And Jesus loves you more, obviously, and the most, But I have love for y'all too. Well, I have love for you guys. Jesus is in love with you. There is a difference, But yes, I love you. Jesus loves you. And have a blessed day. Bye.